I feel like I can't really take any credit at all. I'm the newcomer, you know. This is my third season, full season, and so I get to be. I'm really excited to be included in this 300 milestone. That, you know, we still have a lot of original actors from the pilot, as you know, and so it's really moving to see their journey and to sort of have witnessed their journey, even just in my short stay here. Arriving to this point and going back and seeing the old episodes and how far they've come, not just the actors but the writers, the producers, and Shonda. So it was a very emotional table read that we had this week, reading the episode, because it made everyone very aware of the time that's passed and how much has been accomplished by everybody since. For the people who've been watching from the beginning, I can relate to, from, you know, shows that I've watched as well, that when there's really good writing and very strong attention to character development, you really get attached to these characters and what happens to them and whether they live or die, and they're invested. These fans are invested, and so I mean, it's very hard to look away from sort of the unfolding of these people's lives who they've spent so much time with. You know, I feel like you know these people, you know, when you've been watching them for 13 years in a row. Another reason I think, you know, we have a very strong, independent female cast of badass women, and I think that's really encouraging to young women today who are watching this show, to see so many independent, really successful women who are saving lives, and I think that's inspiring. I get, you know, messages and texts and Instagram messages of you know, young people saying, you know, this show made me want to become a doctor. I'm in med school. I'm pursuing because of something you said, or because of something one of the other characters said or did, or an episode that was, you know, made me want to do this specialty. And it's so amazing that someone who's not a doctor at all can inspire someone to do that. And so, very cool. Last year, I got to be directed by Denzel Washington, which is easily a career milestone for me. It was incredible. I never thought that Grey's Anatomy was the job that was going to get me to work with Denzel Washington. You know what I mean? As he's so centered around film and cinema, not television. So so that was really cool. And I got to, you know, Jason George and I got to go into an open heart surgery my first year to observe surgeons, and I learned a lot. It was an amazing experience. I got to witness something that very few people get to unless you're a surgeon. So that was, yeah, I felt really privileged to have that access to really witness that, and to have an even deeper respect for these surgeons and what they do. My first surgery was a disaster, and Linda Klein, our medical producer, she was just yelling at me and, oh, you're holding this wrong, you're doing that wrong. And so, I mean, in the moment I was like freaking out, but later it just became a story we would laugh about. But yeah, my first surgery, it was cool to just actually be in the OR with the other doctors, and it was a very real moment. I was like, oh my God, I'm really here, I'm really doing this, you know what I mean? And yeah, I mean, we work with, I mean, it's a dramatic show, but we have so many funny people on this show. We laugh so much in between takes, and, you know, and we really relish in the comedy stuff when we can be funny and make people laugh, because there's so many funny souls around here. So I love those moments we get to play and have fun.